don't think Dennis is going to hang out. Everyone say bye to Dennis. He's leaving already.
Dennis.
Bye,
Bye,
Dennis. Welcome. Well, that was, wow. That was really in unison. That was pretty good. You guys did very well there. You know, I kind of miss us being up on that screen. Caleb, you should go fiddle around with that and get us on there while
Caleb
fixed it.
I don't know how that works at all.
Wait, you just got to turn the computer on and get it.
No, the Xbox Twitch app is what you had.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just go on.
So we can talk to the chat and people?
Well, yeah, we can see it.
Oh, wait, we already got someone in the chat. They said, what's up, iPod Hoops?
iPod Hoops.
Yo, what's up,
He said, who made this music? I don't remember. It was some free YouTube music.
Wait, wasn't the intro music? Wasn't that?
That's on the archive.
Outcast.
That's the archive. That's the YouTube.
I was gonna say, if he doesn't know who that is, that's a major problem.
Anyway, this is Chat Pack Live.
Not to be confused with Chat Roulette.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, we're not really close. I guess you could confuse them.
game's
This is our live podcast right here on twitch.tv/chat_pack every Sunday. We hop on, we talk about some random topics, we play video games. We're getting better about it. We're going to get more and more into it. We're starting to get this stuff figured out. We got Trevor, we got Ben, we got Paul, we got coming back as our reigning guest star super champion, Matthew Labar, and we got, I just feel like for some reason I got to put the Labar because he got a simple last name.
Thanks.
And we got Caleb Still Sucks.
Labar is just a cool last name.
It is a
Thanks,
cool
guys.
last name.
I appreciate
A
that.
general distaste when I was announced. I heard a ugh from Ben.
My water was just
We're excited to have you back, Caleb.
Oh,
Two weekends in a row.
cold.
You have left us now, so it's good to have you back.
Thankfully
On,
not 2 weekends for the podcast, though. Only one for the podcast.
That's true.
Yeah.
You were off on a hot romantic getaway this weekend.
Hunting steamy over
Hey.
at the
The recent
Full
channels.
Homestead.
Ooh, gross. Anyway, I saw that Snapchat of the goat that was drinking out of the bottle,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
was ridiculous.
We have a new dairy goat. Although it's not, it's
very
like a dairy
cool.
goat by breed, like a Kiko, I believe they're called, or something like that.
What does that
even
mean?
But a Kiko, it's like the specific breed of goat. I really don't know too much about it, so if people are fact checking here, they're probably gonna find lots of holes in it. You could let us know. Actually, that'd be great.
Can
Then I'd learn
we
more
start
about
off with some goat facts? Do you have any goat facts for us?
that. Not all goats faint.
Really?
Everybody seems to tell me
They don't.
We're really milking this goat thing for all that it's worth.
Jesus. And it begins.
It's starting off
It's the
strong.
first cheesy joke.
Man.
No, but this goat that we have, Hank is his name.
Hank.
Actually, he's adorable.
It's not Keith.
No, it's not Keith. You don't gotta watch out for him. But Hank is, I'd say, like a month and a half, 2 months old now. And
Does he
we
faint?
got no, none of our goats faint. Actually, he
I
drinks
thought-
out of a
I thought
baby
all-
bottle.
I thought all goats fainted.
Yeah.
Not
so
all.
not-
No, that is
not
a common misconception.
That's what he was
By
told.
who?
That's what
Who
he's saying.
thinks that?
Yeah, I was just giving
Ben,
you
are
a
you
hard
even
time.
paying attention?
Name
to
one
what I'm saying?
person. Name one
Okay,
person that
actually-
thinks that.
What?
Who thinks that all goats faint? Who knows enough to know that goats faint? but
Every
not
single
enough
time I
to
mention
know-
that I have goats, they're like, "Are they fainting goats?" I'm like, "No." And
But
usually-
doesn't them saying that they're fainting goats as opposed to normal goats imply that they think that not all goats faint?
I guess I misspoke. I don't think everybody thinks that all goats faint as much as everybody really wants me to have fainting goats. And
All right, so I'm going to
sick of
stop.
disappointing
Caleb, I'm going to
people.
stop you right here. I asked for facts. And so
Okay.
far, Zippo.
I've been
no
interrupted
facts.
by the guest speaker over here.
Well, I've been tearing down your wall of lies.
Okay.
I've been at it with the hammer of truth.
I don't really have many goat facts, but I can tell you that this guy Hank is our goat who is like a dog. I walked over to the pen to give him a bottle last night, and I started walking over there because like usually the goats you can't just call them and they'll come to you. And my dad was like, "No, hold on." He goes, "Hank," and he just comes hopping
way.
out, running over.
Did he get
straight
the tongue out, you know?
That is adorable.
Kinda, and they kind of have long tongues. I mean, they're goats, so it kind of slaps them in the face a little bit as they run. It's hilarious.
That
I need
is
some footage
adorable.
for the podcast, actually.
That could be like
There you go.
just instead of having like Caleb on screen.
Just a picture. of
See,
Hank's-
he's on camera now. The star of the show is here. He's camera shy. Look at him with them nervous eyes.
Our viewer Caleb Still Sucks says that he commented on the fact that you and Caleb met.
Technically, we don't match. We're just wearing the same color. I am
we match.
Gunner, very creative. Anyway, I'm wearing the real Todd Father T-shirt.
Gunner.
Todd Helton, first baseman, Colorado Rockies. Caleb is wearing the Athens, the
Do-it-yourself
local
brew
brew
shop.
shop.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're
Shout
in
out to
Athens and you want to go brew some beer, find Eric at the Athens Do-It-Yourself Brew Shop. We brewed some beer with him.
Which may be difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a little difficult.
Schedule ahead of time.
He's off of 5032, I believe the second entrance or the second exit or the first exit off of 5032, going east from Athens. Yep. Real easy to find.
Great beer.
Great beer.
Good guy.
Good beard.
Better stories.
Yeah.
Good story.
Speaking of
Beers are
stories,
great.
let's get into this week's topics. Guys,
Okay. Well, what's your topic?
Comic-Con was this week, and
Yes, it was.
and lots of cool stuff happened. Dennis is doing something to Matthew. He is just
Matthew's
giggling.
enjoying this far too much. Dennis,
That was it was
leave
like
some room for Jesus.
tickling,
alright?
tickling my feet. Like sniffing my
Anyway,
shoes.
and there were a lot of talk about superheroes at Comic-Con. Obviously, I wonder why, but
My bad.
We're all good.
I wanted to ask you guys a question. And that question is,
What?
it relates. You're so rude. You think you're funny. You think you're just so cool over there with your big nose and your long hair.
It's not that big.
Big nose.
I'd say
Anyway.
it's average size. The long hair is fair.
Superheroes. The term super implies that there's something super about these heroes, obviously. But when you think of a superhero, you think maybe superpowers. And so my question to you guys is, do you have to have superpowers in order to be considered, by definition, a superhero?
100% yes.
No,
That
I
is
disagree.
not true.
absolutely not.
Batman is the
literally
superhero.
Paul laid a trap, and you fell
Yeah,
into
you
his
literally
trap.
are the
So
only
hard.
opposition. You're gonna go first then, because you're the
Oh,
only
absolutely.
one. So Batman is not a superhero.
No. He's a hero. He's a damn hero, and, you know...
Damn
he's,
it.
he's a great
damn
person.
hero.
Absolutely. He fights crime, but I would also argue that the Joker is not a supervillain. Neither of them have
How many people
superpowers.
do you have to kill before you're a supervillain?
It's not about the number of people you kill, but about the supernatural powers that you.
I mean, the
possess.
Joker fell in acid and like completely turned to a different color and like.
Is
Those are burns.
Is Daredevil a superhero?
I'll
sort of has
inform you more
powers.
about Daredevil.
Well, he's blind.
That's his whole power.
So that's
Yeah, that's
well, that's just a bummer. That's not a superpower.
No, but he has like super like really heightened senses, and he can sort of like
Like
sense-
beyond
Due to the
like
blindness.
natural human capability.
No, just like due to the blindness.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
I'd argue that I mean, if that's your argument, Batman has reached basically like the pinnacle,
yeah,
if not pushes the boundaries for what a human can do.
he's actually more ripped than I am.
But what's a
It's hard.
superpower? Because you could say that what Batman is doing is super. It's special. It's beyond what a human could do.
the average crime fighter.
And no, he
It's
didn't
more of an
fall
emotion, though,
in
than it's
like
super
some
special.
nuclear waste. None of that. But some would say that what he does is acting as if he has a superpower. So where do you draw the line?
I've
I
always
don't-
heard that Batman's power essentially is his intelligence and his physicality, which like
And his
I
mind.
He
wouldn't
could
say,
kill a lion barehanded. Bruce Wayne
Oh, here
and
we
Batman could kill Batman. I mean, definitely.
Go.
That's
If we're talking
because
intelligence
he's
and
that's,
physicality,
that's
I
because
mean,
he's not a real
what am I
person.
then?
Real people.
You're
cannot
ugly
kill
and not
bears.
stupid. You're tacky and I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't hate you, Caleb.
I hate you.
No, but like I like where Ben's going. I think Batman performs super events and he does things that people couldn't do. He has experienced so much and reached and has such experience that it's completely different. Iron Man does something that no other person did before. Granted, it's in his suit, but he built that suit. He was the only one to have. I haven't watched the Iron Man movie, so I don't know. There's apparently like an army of them now, or whatever the hell, and other
Oh,
people
well,
are in
that's
it. But like those suits,
Marvel
I feel like
Extended
take a special type of person to operate, and that makes you a superhero. If you're one of few people that can operate that thing, I'd just call that pretty super.
I mean,
But-
it's not like Batman's wearing hockey pads.
Nice.
Spit up his water.
Nice.
But here, let me ask you this: if it's true that you have to have a superpower to be a superhero, does that mean in the real world nobody can be a superhero?
Yes. No, nobody in
Yeah,
the real
nobody
world
in
is
the
a
world.
super.
What
See,
if
and
a
that's the other thing.
fireman
Yeah.
That's the
runs
other
into
thing.
a burning building and just for some reason adrenaline rush lifts a car, flings it, to save a little baby.
Well, he's
You
a
can
hero,
lift the car.
but
I
he's
don't think
not
they'll
a
do any
superhero.
flinging.
but
That was the thing he
I
was
might
thinking
call
of.
that guy a superhero.
If he could do that, then he basically would have powers.
All right, he doesn't fling the car, but he does something
lightly
that
tosses
normally,
it.
yeah, it's just
No, but like under enough adrenaline and the right person,
He
you
can
can definitely
lift
lift
it.
a car.
yeah.
Like in life or death, fight or flight. Like when your body kicks in to like
Yeah, but you
at
can't
its like
fling
most.
a
That's
car.
why you can kill a lion. That's what I'm telling you.
I know.
This
I
is
could.
this is
I
exactly.
would
People
never do
can't
that.
kill fucking lions. That's
Going
not
back to episode
no.
1 on this argument.
They can totally kill lions. This is just working out so well in my favor.
Alright.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
gonna say what counts as a superhero is basically what is generally called a superhero.
Oh,
There's not
actually-
like a hard line definition we can give. You know, Batman's a superhero because we consider him a superhero.
Well, the chat is bringing up a great point here.
Yes.
yeah.
LeBron is a superhero.
LeBron is not a superhero. If anything,
isn't
he's a
Cleveland.
super villain.
What?
Kevin Durant's a
Shut
superhero.
up, you.
Matthew's just salty because Steph Curry attended the same college as him for like 3 months before he bailed out
3
and decided
years
to play
before
basketball.
he got an offer from the NBA and played with the NBA.
His grades were tanking anyways, I'm sure.
I don't think. LeBron cannot kill a lion.
Check out our other podcast to see if we think LeBron James can kill a lion. Spoiler alert: we do.
He cannot. No.
We do believe
Oh, you
LeBron.
can say spoiler
LeBron
and then
James,
immediately say.
if you're listening, LeBron James, we would love to see you combat a lion.
LeBron James, if you're listening, yes, we would, because then you would die.
No, he would.
Wow, are you? Hey, this could be considered a.
That's don't be threatening. Relax. Over here.
We don't need hate speech here.
Okay, LeBron James, if you're listening, I don't want
Alright.
you to die. Please don't fight a lion. But if you could tell my friends that you couldn't fight a lion, that would be lovely. That would be just peachy.
I'd like to go back to the superhero thing. So if Batman and Iron Man, who essentially built themselves as heroes, don't count as superheroes, do other heroes who have like augmented themselves outside of the realm of like technology count as heroes? Because I think
Is Cyborg a superhero?
wasn't Bruce Banner the Hawk? Didn't he do something to himself that resulted in him turning into the Hawk?
I think he was
I would say
exposed to
he's a
something.
superhero, though.
Yeah, when you can
You
turn
count
into
him
the
as
Hulk,
superhero?
that's a superpower.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying like he wasn't born with it.
He's
You don't have to be
neither
born
was
with it to be
Peter.
a superhero.
Spider-Man's a superhero.
That's not one of the
So-
stipulations.
So if,
So what
if
counts as
Batman
a
used all of his
superpower?
resources to augment himself in some way that was outside of what a normal human would just be,
Well, okay,
that'd
what about
be a superhero at that
what
point?
about like Superman? Where isn't he just normally Superman on his planet? But he came to Earth and he's okay. Martian Manhunter is a better example then, because Martian Manhunter is just some random dude.
Does anybody else know who?
He's an
was?
alien.
Justice League, man.
Yes,
yeah,
everybody
yes,
knows
DC.
who Martian Manhunter is.
Oh.
Caleb, read
Well,
a book.
I guess I'm the outlier.
You ignorant slut!
Hey, wow.
Hey,
That
let's
goes
not
back
have
to the
slut
Office
shaming.
obsession, which I don't know
You
if you guys talked about.
have-
in the
No, we
last
didn't.
Have
If
as
you
much-
don't have a, there you go.
I have something I'd like to talk about.
We're talking
but-
about Martian
We
Manhunter.
are still
Yeah.
working on the heroes.
He's a Martian from another planet. On that planet, he's just a normal dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
they
can
all
like
have
read
those
minds.
powers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all have what we would call superpowers. But there, it's just a normal dude. He comes here, and now he has superpowers, and he's a superhero. What's up with that? That doesn't really make any sense.
Why not?
I mean,
relative.
he's technically a superhero here. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
feel like
I don't
he's-
think you need the powers by any means. I don't.
I think it's just a matter of convention.
Who said that?
I think
a
if you do
supervillain
super
has to have
things-
powers.
Caleb did.
No, I had the same set of rules for villains.
You're-
Okay, because I was gonna say I don't think there's a lot of villains
Gosh dang
in
it.
the comic books that have powers. I think they're usually trying to stop whatever the power that the hero has.
Not always.
Well, not always, but I'm just saying like there's not
Lex
a whole lot of
Luthor.
villains. Yeah, like Lex Luthor doesn't really have like a power, does he? He just tries to stop
He's
people.
No.
really smart, right?
Yeah. so
Like
does that
rich.
make me a supervillain? You know?
No, she's
Shut up, Matthew.
Apparently, in Batman vs Superman, he's like connected to.
It's like nuts.
plants.
No, he's connected to the main villain. What's his name? Or
Lex-
like Doomsday. No, Doomsday was one they made.
Yeah.
Darkseid. That's who it is, because that's where they're going with that. Just, we'll get to that in a second. So, everyone but Caleb agrees that.
No.
he-
I think that it's too hard to define what a superpower is. Therefore, we throw out the entire argument.
And how do we separate?
So wait,
Where's
there's
the
no such thing as a superhero. We just say
I'm saying
heroes.
that unless we can sit down here and define a superpower, then we cannot continue the argument. That's what I'm saying.
I don't
I
think that's
kind
right.
of agree
I
with
thi-
him saying I think we're splitting
Alright.
hairs.
Paul, define a superpower. Starting with you.
Well, okay, yeah, I don't think this
Matthew?
is a productive
Not now.
argument.
Matthew, not now.
We can do
Not now,
we
Matthew.
can understand what things are without hardline definitions. That's just not a really reasonable standard, you know?
I like the way you're going.
I liked
Matthew, I
when
need
Paul
to
was
keep
on
you-
the spot and had to answer the question.
If you want my definition of a superpower, it's basically doing something outside of, I would say, the average human. Like if you can perform, I would say
Hillary Clinton right now.
How is it Hillary
You're
Clinton?
dancing around the question.
No, I just told you.
Be direct, Paul.
If you have a superpower, you can do something that
a normal human couldn't do.
yeah, basically.
So let me ask you this then.
and I think Batman can do things that a normal human
So
can't
if
do.
a cheetah runs faster than a human being, does he have a superpower now?
Yeah, Usain Bolt.
No,
He's
that's
the-
that's
I was
an
just
animal.
about to
That's
say
just
that.
different
You-
biology.
Is Usain Bolt a superhero? He's faster than any other human, so therefore he breaks
I don't
human
think anymore.
capabilities.
Not anymore.
Oh, my dad's probably
Again,
See, but that's
dodging
what
the
I mean.
question.
No, see, that's what I mean.
My dad's really
if
fast,
someone
you
can
guys.
reach what you do, then it's
so you
not
have
really
to be
it.
better than literally every other person on the planet. But if you're the best,
So
You're-
Ben and I
you
are
have a
superheroes
superpower.
of faces.
so I am a
General
superhero
charisma.
of knowing about American college names.
Where is
Name-
it? Right there.
50 of them.
Name 50 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, Pomona.
Right, you have 2
Stanford,
minutes.
Let's go. Come on,
Ohio
go.
University, Ohio State, Davidson, Harvard, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Baloney.
California University of Pennsylvania. University of Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania State University.
baloney. He wasn't done. That's a bunch of baloney. Hoopla!
All right, next topic.
Well, we didn't really come to a conclusion.
I don't think we're.
So wait, okay, so Ben says throw the argument out. Caleb says you have to have superpowers to be a superhero. Trevor, Matthew, and myself say you don't. You can still be a superhero. Batman and Iron Man are superheroes.
I feel like being a superhero is like doing something super, not something that's like outside of the realm of like you have some mysterious gift. So like
Okay.
for
I
that
feel
reason.
like
I get
being a
that.
superhero is just
Yeah.
like, it's pretty much exactly just being known as a superhero. Like, I don't think there's really a...
Chat asked if Jesus
Line
is a
is a
superhero.
superhero.
I would
No.
absolutely agree that Jesus.
No, we don't consider Jesus a superhero, so he's not a superhero.
He has superpowers.
He might have been the first comic book
He was a
hero.
god. He was a... That's not the same as a
Oh,
superhero.
is Thor not?
Wait,
then?
Thor. Okay,
Thor,
wait.
Thor is a different kind of... He's like an alien with special powers, basically. He's not
I don't want to
really
get
a
in this
god.
argument because I don't think Thor counts as like a comic book hero because they just stole him from Norse mythology. Like he's not a made up new character. He's just a past character from another time
Yeah.
being reused as this like cultural comic
I
book
mean, what
character.
about
Oh,
they
hey.
made a show called like Black Jesus?
Yeah.
That was.
The show is ridiculous.
Gunny72 says you don't have to have superpowers.
Well,
They-
oh, Caleb still sucks. Says you can be a hero without
That's-
superpowers, but you can't be a hero without superpowers.
Okay, well that's just
You
rude
actually-
to call us dumb. That
No, see, I
You guys
know-
are dumb.
that's just mean. You're mean, sir. That is just mean.
That's a circular argument.
Or ma'am. Well, we're arguing about definitions, so I mean, I don't really think that there's going to be
I
like
would
a
say-
deeper meaning here. It's just convention.
Yeah, well,